Okay, so this is also a short presentation. It's actually an aide memoir of some pictures of his work, which I found on the Jean Tschumi website, pictures in black and white. But let's see a few pictures with this actually very interesting architect, an excellent architect, and I think a more detailed presentation on both Jean Tschumi and Bernard Tschumi should be made, and I will try to make it one day. At this point, I don't know a lot about him. I decided just today to incorporate this presentation in between the other presentations, but I think we'll have an idea about where he stood in the field of architecture. So let's read. Jean-André Tschumi, now a neighbor, he was born in that Plain Palais, now a neighborhood of Geneva, Switzerland, died January 25th, 1962, was a Swiss architect and professor at the École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne. From what I read, and I think on his website, he died in the train traveling from Paris to Geneva, where his son, Bernard, was celebrating his 18th birthday. So a very sad occurrence now, to have your father die on the day of your birth. the 18th birthday. And yes, he died in the train. A member of the modern movement, Jean Tschumi is known for his buildings for Sandoz laboratory and factory, Nestle, I'm not sure I pronounced correctly and I apologize, pavilions at various international fairs, headquarters, La Mutuelle Vaudoise headquarters, as well as for some of his projects, underground Paris Souterrain, underground, yes, observation tower, etc. Here he is actually with his son, I imagine is his son, with Bernard. This picture makes me, emotional, because, well, two architects, the father and the son together. There is another, well, kind of a, well, in a way, a similar case between Saarinen, Elias Saarinen and Eero Saarinen. Both architects were born on the same day. This is a little bit different, but they are still connected with a particular day. In this case, the 25th of January. Here is another picture with him and smoking. Not too many architects smoke these days. I hope he didn't die because of the smoking. Yeah, that's how life is. Now, on his website, there are several sections, and one of them is called Noir et Blanche, black and white. There are images of his work, and there are some images with him as well in black and white. There are also some in color, but I only show those in black and white at this point of the presentation. And I like very much the website because it's very easy to, although it's unconventional because it doesn't show you, the typical presentation of an architectural work, a specific building. It's more like a journey, rather relaxed, casual through, the life work of this architect through images. On one hand, black and white, on the other hand, polychromic. Polychromic is what's it called? Like with in colors. But I show now only the black and white ones. He also drew very well. This is, you see all those cars moving upwards with maybe great speed. Maybe he liked cars, but look at the elegance of this structure and the freshness. I mean, if you build something like this today, you would be considered a genius probably, or anyway, you would be considered highly, because it is indeed a very elegant structure, which is not, morose or even predictable. It's elegant, it's functional, it's airy. It's a good work. Just, evaluating the work through some pictures. Jean Tschumi was indeed an excellent, a very good architect. And the pictures are well chosen on the website. I don't spend too much time on, even describing some of the pictures, because we still have a lot to see. The heavy duty presentations will be at the end with Ben van Berkel and Bernard Tschumi. And right there, we have at least 400 pictures, if not 500. But these images are with the works of Bernard's father, Jean Tschumi. I mean, even the work during construction has interest, in my opinion, because it represents a moment in time when the building was in the process of becoming. So it matters how it was, even if it was not so-called, finalized or finished. A modern underground, well, if it is an underground, a parking, a garage with cars, antiques with antique cars, old timers. The building is, it belongs even to our time. Is not an old building, aesthetically speaking. He was experimenting himself, and Bernard Tschumi does the same thing. He's not stuck into a dogma or a specific so-called style. There is also, as you can see, a clarity of conception and a certain, interest, to say the least, in technology, a creative interest. So this is Jean Tschumi, images from his work in black and white, as you can see. He contributed also to the, in educational terms, to the progression of the school in Zurich, and I think he's very valued. There is even a prize, I understood, in architecture in Europe, having his name, the Jean Tschumi Prize in Architecture. In today's issue of Arch Daily, there is an article about stairways to heaven. Now, this staircase would have been, would have found a proper place in that article, even though, maybe it is not truly, a staircase to heaven or a stairway to heaven, as the article found, pleasure to call itself. there is elegance, you know, and there is an elegance which is not mundane. Is, you know, this concrete work is exposed, but I don't know if it would qualify for being called brutalist. And look at this, you know, canopy is quite, you know, inviting you in, and you know, it expresses a certain exuberance. I accelerate a little bit because we still have to see a lot of things. So again, this is Jean Tschumi. He worked in France. He also worked in Switzerland, and I think his work is truly about quality. It's a quality work. It's a good work. It's a sensitive work, and it is a precise work. It's very rigorous. We have seen this one. And look at the houses on the hill, and look at the building he built. You know, they belong to two different worlds, actually. A drawing, I'll show other drawings. I like this sketch very much. You know, I don't know. Is it, would it be considered a rendering? It's just a suggestion of its architecture, but I think it's done very well. I guess he also made this stamp with from 1930, the Exposition Nationale des Beaux-Arts. I regret you know, we should spend more time, you know, commenting you know, on the specific works. But being that today I was supposed to talk about 5 architects, but one PowerPoint presentation didn't refuse to be accessed, I will talk only about 4. But after Jean Tschumi, I will talk about Ben van Berkel, and I will end this rather long presentation with Bernard Tschumi. Both Ben van Berkel from UN studio and Bernard Tschumi were born on the 25th of January. Here he is on the left. And these two gentlemen are probably, part of the, their clients. Rather happy, they seem. Anyway, you see, Monsieur Tschumi, I think an S is missing there, whoever wrote. Anyway, Gosselin, directeur de l'usine d'Orléans. Okay. Interesting, these pieces of furniture. At first, without looking carefully, almost look like a building, but it's not a building. It's a desk with an open drawer. Other studies for furniture, a lamp, handmade drawings, of course. No computers at that time.